Welcome back to another video, folks. Today I got a banger of a recommendation for all. This webtoon slash manhwa is called The Mercenaries Machination, which if you didn't know, machination just meant a plan slash scheme. So with the translation, it'd literally be The Mercenaries Plan, or the alternative title, which just will be The Regressed Mercenary Has a Plan, which, as you've guessed, this is a regression story, but it's good, alright? So let me give you guys like a context of the story. Basically, we have our MC Cecile, who has a plan, just in case you didn't know, because he literally states it in the first chapter. I've got a plan, which, damn, right? I'll tell you, he has the shit, right? He has that plan scraped down to the dot, right? It's really good, especially the choreography, which I don't know. I think that should have been the title. The Mercenary has great choreography, because this shit is amazing, which I'll show you. You know, now this is not much of a spoiler, but I'm just showing you like a sequence of the scene that drawed me in to this manhwa, and I was like, wow, this is fantastic. Because besides one other manhwa that I can think of right now, which is like the Pendragon manhwa, I haven't seen any other ones that like have great choreography like portrayed in their series, which it's kind of surprising, but I'll show you guys in a minute. But let me first explain to you guys like the basic context of the story, you know, the premise. We have an MC named Cecile Predium. I don't really remember his last name, you know, just Cecile, I'll call him. He was basically one of the top 7 strongest people within the continent, but he dies to like one nemesis he has, who was like part of the plan that wiped out his whole family. He regresses back to being his younger self, and I don't know, I just find this surprising. This is the only time where an MC has actually told someone that he regressed, like straight off the bat, like no hesitation. Right off when he regressed, people like, he realized like he was in the past, he was like, hey yo, I actually regressed, we're in trouble, our family is in danger, and they just scoff him off, they laugh at him. And I'm like, well, damn, all right, this is the first, which, you know, it's kind of enjoyable. It's a breath of fresh air, because most MCs don't do that because they think the others won't listen to him, which they're right, they didn't, but you know, it's good to see anyways, just for them to try. So Cecile does that, it fails, but he obviously has a plan, as stated in the name, so he uses other means to make people like follow him and whatnot, even if they don't believe that he regressed and whatnot. So yeah, you basically follow the journey of Cecile as he recruits comrades that were known as like heroes in his past life, and then rises to the top by like reclaiming his family's like fortune and stuff like that, like making them rise through the ranks of nobility and all. You know how it goes, the usual, going back to the past, rising your family to the top, and yada yada yada, clearing off arch nemesis and crap like that. And let me tell you, the one thing that I love about this manhwa is that Cecile is straightforward, head-on onto business. All right, he doesn't waste not a single teensy bit of time. All right, he's like, all right, I gotta do this, so I'll do this. I gotta do this, I'll do that. I gotta do this, I'll also do that. So yeah, you don't feel like wasting your time or whatnot. You don't feel like these are like useless ass moments. You're like, what am I reading, man? Ugh, I'm bored. You know, you don't ever feel like that. Now, let me get into the most crucial detail of this series that really dragged me in. The choreography. I'll show you guys like a quick snippet of it, alright? So as you can see, here's and let me tell you, the art is fantastic as well, just in case I didn't point that out there. I don't know what studio does it, but they do a fantastic ass job, alright? Especially, I don't know what they got with the forearm fetish, because every other scene that we see, their forearms are huge as shit, alright? Like, it's bouldering size. Damn! I didn't even know Cecile was that buff until they show like a close-up, and I was like, holy! Now, let's get into the choreography bit, alright? As you can see, the enemy's approaching him. He blocks it, alright? He turns around, grabs the opponent's sword, disarms his head ass. As you can see, look at the pose, oh my god. And then slashes his ass up while still holding the sword behind him without like hurting himself. And then he notices that there's a sneak attack behind him, and he blocks it with the same sword that he grabbed from the enemy. Holy moly, alright? When I saw this scene, I was already addicted, alright? This was already a new drug for me. I couldn't stop. I read the whole thing, like, in just one sitting. And if I had to say one bad thing about this, you know, just one bad thing, It only has 33 chapters, guys. It's saddening, but that's all there is to it. I tried not to read it because there's only 33 chapters, but I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself, right? My thirst for fancy regression manhwas just doesn't stop, right? Right when I read the details or description, I was like, I gotta check this out. So yeah, this banger of a story with great ass choreography. So check it out. The story is actually enjoyable. You know, it's not boring. Like I told you, the MC is on business. He does everything that needs to be done. There's enjoyable characters as well. And thank God the MC isn't one of those other protagonists that's like, okay, I gotta follow the future as expected, as needed. So if I was mean to this chick or this dude, I'll be mean in this life as well. Like, no, he changes everything. All right, he knows that altering it will change like the little details. Although he knows the big idea of like the future, he knows he can't change like the little minty details, because since he's involved and he knows the future, it'll alternate, so it'll be different. But he accepts that, he knows that, so he changes as he goes through the story, which is fantastic. All right, so yeah, go check it out. So far there's only like 33 chapters. So yeah, that's all from me, and see you guys next time. Peace.